Back at it with another cigar review. Today we're looking at the Ashton 898 in Parejo. Okay, so another excuse to smoke a nice Ashton, and it is early afternoon. We got a late start, but this is going to probably be one of my favorite morning cigars. I'm always in the mood for a nice, mellow, mild, classy, creamy cigar for like Saturday, Sunday mornings.
Right, so this is a interesting size. It's 7 by 42. Is that what you said?
7 by 44.
So it's almost a Churchill. Churchills are usually 7 by 50 ring gauge, but not quite a Churchill, not quite a Lancero. To pair with this cigar, we've got some beer, we've got coffee, and we have some black tea. So we're going to try and figure out the best thing to pair with this. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be coffee. What do you think?
I'm going to guess coffee, and I am going to steal some of his whiskey when he's not looking.
Right. That I forgot we had whiskey too. We got that. I don't smell anything. Do you smell anything? I got kind of a stuffy nose, so maybe that's why.
I would say a mild hay, maybe mild hay and sweet leather.
It's got a beautiful light tan, like leather color to it, and it looks great with that white and black band. And if you look really closely, it's got some very subtle, like dark black veins, and I think it just works well with the black lettering. And it's got a beautiful, what is that, triple cap? Or double cap? I think it's triple cap. Yeah.
Yep.
So this cigar is based out of the Dominican Republic.
Let me also say that I'm looking at this wrapper and I'm seeing no oil sheen. It's extremely matte. Have you ever had a Ashton 898?
I think I've had a couple of puffs on yours. I don't think I've ever smoked a whole 898 before, so this will be my first. Fucking saw.
Yeah, that saw is kicking up again.
I love me a good band saw with my cigar.
Got to keep the windows open, and then this happens.
They've been doing construction on that building forever now. Anyway, without further ado, let's get these cut up and start smoking. Okay, off the first light, I'm getting a lot of dark coffee, leather, and a nice oil slick. What about you? Still puffing away.
Yeah, real strong oil slick. I got a good grasp of sweetness, like a sweet nutty tobacco, but with a nice sweet cream and oil slick feel. I had to take a sip of water because I realized I hadn't rinsed out the coffee in my mouth, and I didn't want to give you guys a bad first taste that is actually coffee. But I must say it tastes amazing, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Beautiful draw on mine. How about yours?
Perfect draw. And also with that thin ring gauge, super easy to light.
All right, so we are going to keep smoking, and we'll get back in touch with you guys during the first third.
We are 15 minutes in to the first third.
Okay, so 15 minutes in, I've written down all the flavors I've tasted throughout the first third so far. So I'm getting some toast, grass, nut, coffee, leather, a cedar spice on the finish, and oily mouthfeel. But again, not all of that going on at the exact same time. Some of those came and went. Like the toast I got on like one draw. Cedary spice, is more prevalent on some draws than others. And then the cream, I got some cream early on in the first third, but I'm not really getting any cream right now.
For me, everything's going great. The oil mouthfeel has dropped off a lot. I'm getting mostly like mild leather and hay. And I did look up the Ashton 898 and the Ashton are the same. The only difference is this one, the 898, is this Parejo size with the 44 ring gauge. And the other Ashtons I've smoked are just considered the Ashton, or I like to call them the Ashton Classic. And those are just a different size.
We'll keep smoking, and we'll get back in touch with you guys during the second third. 40 minutes into this fantastic mild cigar. No strength, don't feel any nicotine whatsoever. Not really much flavor transitions. I would say a few things I didn't taste in the second half that I did in the first. So I didn't taste any toast, And in the second half, I've tasted a little bit of earth, which was new. So, but besides that, more or less similar. Still getting leather, still getting cream, little nut, and oily mouthfeel, and definitely a cedary finish. So, and cedary on the retrohale as well. What are the primary flavors you're getting?
For me, the core flavors have been like a mild, creamy cedar. No construction issues for me. Perfect draw. The ash holds on about 3/4 of an inch each section. And really sticking to those core flavors of cedar, and it's like they're drilling outside and it sounds like someone's ripping farts almost.
It's really distracting how noise. Oh, God.
We'll get back in touch, see if there's any flavor transitions in the next third.
All right. So down to the band. I'm going to take mine off now.
You slid your band down. I took my band off a little bit ago.
Band came off very easily. And it's a pretty sharp looking band. Simple, but still all day class.
Especially with that shade wrapper, the white on the shade wrapper really reminds you that you're smoking class. Man, that's loud. It seems like they're doing construction in the room with us.
So final smoke time for this cigar is about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and no construction issues throughout the whole smoke.
For both cigars, mine is fine.
I will say I'm not really feeling any effects. Are you?
I'm feeling a bit of nicotine.
Okay, just a little bit though, so we'll say mild, maybe mild medium for Garrett. I'm definitely tasting more dark notes. I'm getting a dark coffee with some earth and some leather, but that's about it. Still a little oil slick on the mouth, but not too much transitions throughout the cigar, but it's been pleasant.
Yeah, real straightforward cigar. Every once in a while, I will get a draw that has a bomb of cream and nutty tobacco flavor, but throughout, most consistent is like a cedar and leather, and towards the end, some more dark notes like coffee and earth.
So, final thoughts. Which beverages paired the best for you, Garrett?
Well, to be what I expected, the coffee was the best to go with it. But when I did pick the Guinness Draught, thinking that it would have that kind of like light velvety flavor, and it did not disappoint.
I really liked the coffee, but this is such a mild cigar. I feel like coffee almost is a little bit too bold. So I actually was enjoying some nice dark tea, like a black tea. I felt like it wasn't overpowering the cigar. I also tried it with some Goose IPA, and it went pretty well. Nice and citrusy. It didn't overpower it, but it didn't change the flavors too much. I felt like it was good, but it wasn't great. Did you try the Talisker?
It was a little bit sour, and a lot of this cigar had some kind of sour, some mild citrus, but also that kind of cedar flavor. And it wasn't too bad. It was strong because it's Talisker, whiskey, but it wasn't too bad.
All right. So is this cigar worth paying a premium price?
For me, I would say it's going to be tough. I would love, if someone was giving me cigars, I would pick this one over almost any other mild Connecticut shade wrapper cigar out there. But in comparison to other more affordable mild cigars like the Olivia Connecticut Reserve or the Undercrown Shade Grown, I would have to say that this might be a tad bit better. I'd have to try them like back to back to really decide. But these other cigars, now I'm thinking about it, they shine really well for the price.
If I'm going to spend a lot on a premium cigar, I kind of want some premium flavors. I still loved it though.
Yeah, definitely good. Be sure to drop in the comments what you think about the Ashton 898 and tell us what's your favorite Ashton cigar. Maybe we'll review it next time.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this double cigar review. Feel free to check out our other cigar reviews as well as our how-to cigar videos and other content. Keep enjoying your smokes, people, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.